ever offered this size. Typically we do a 1 ounce. You can still do that 1 ounce if you would like, but why would you? When today you can get 4 times that amount. You're getting a 4 ounce size. You can lock that in on auto ship, which most people are doing, because again, instead of paying for the single, you'll always get 4 times the size, and we're doing it for you with the free shipping, $13.32 to bring it home, but it's really all about the results and having 3 Matrixyls. We know if you're a skincare junkie, if you read the magazines, if you look at editors, you know, and talking about the latest products and the latest ingredients, everybody agrees. They agree that Matrixyl is a massive wrinkle fighter. But most creams and serums have a single Matrixyl, or maybe 2 if they're really high end. Exactly. We're the only ones who have 3.
Exactly. Connie, no, girls, there's 4 bottles in one. There are all 3 of the world's leading wrinkle-fighting intensive peptides. Matrixyl, Matrixyl 3000, Matrixyl Synth 6. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied now. But when you think about this, girls, in a gemstone serum, up to 68% in the appearance of wrinkled area. That's what the clinicals are, so you'll love to see those. We have wow before and afters, but this is our most powerful serum worldwide. Normally, we sell it in the 1 ounce. You've all seen it. It's solid pink. It doesn't have a see-through window.
Yeah, it looks like this, actually.
It looks like that, exactly. And that's over 40 bucks. But this is our bestseller, girls, because it attacks lines, attacks wrinkles, optimizes collagen and elastin, promotes firmness. So it really is the super serum if you're 55 and over.
Yeah, and again, multi-benefits. So you're using one product that is really gonna address all those leading signs of aging in one step.
Yes.
Here you see that her face is falling forward in the before. Look at 1 week later. So again, if you wanna firm and tighten the look of that slacked-in skin, if you wanna optimize your own collagen, that's a big deal. You're optimizing your own collagen.
I know.
Yeah, and optimizing your own elasticity and resilience so your face looks more taut, and then plumping the appearance of the lines and wrinkles. And again, helping